Hi. I was led to believe that the saying from Muhammad, 1 hour of deep contemplation is better than 60 years of worship, was a weak and fabricated hadith, or something that the Shiites believed. Until I discovered this and found out, well, I'll tell you what happened here. My belief that it was weak and fabricated began to crumble when I asked a Muslim about 1 hour of deep contemplation being better than 60 years of worship, and he went on and on and on, telling me why it is. It was just page. It was almost page after page of. What it came down to it is, he was trying to say that 1 hour of deep contemplation is better than better than 60 years of really bad worship. But anyway, what I found is that is not true. It's actually, and you know something? If this is true, you as a Muslim, I think, will be freed from 70 years, not just 60, 70 years of bowing to Mecca, because I discovered that it's actually 1 hour of contemplation, not deep contemplation, but 1 hour of contemplation is better than 60 years. 1 hour of contemplation surpasses 70 years of worship. And the reason why that's not weak and fabricated, because when I went to the Islamic Center to pick, I'm trying to study Islam, I picked up some brochures, and one of them was this thing, shows the guy with his Patootie near. They quote a saying in here where it says this. This will just blow you away, and I think it'll free you. What you're doing right now by seeking knowledge, if you're watching this, you're trying to gain knowledge, that to Allah is more important than bowing to Mecca for 70 years. And I'll tell you why, because this is what Muhammad said. I even circled it here. So it's here. Well, I'll read back a little further here. The Prophet Papa said, "Whoever finds himself in the nightfall tired of his work, God will forgive his sins." Seeking knowledge is one of the highest forms of worship. This is an understatement when I read further here. That is a huge understatement, because I'll read on further here. The Prophet Papa said, "Seeking knowledge is a religious duty on every Muslim." So right now, if you're watching this, you're seeking knowledge, and guess what? What you're doing right now is more important than 70 years of pulling out a prayer rug 5 times a day, every day, for those 70 years. Because it goes on to say here, in another saying, Muhammad said, "Seeking knowledge for 1 hour is better than praying for 70 years." If I know my Islam correctly, praying is worship. So, and it's quoted in here. And you know something? I typed into my web browser. I found that 1 hour of deep contemplation, 1 hour of contemplation surpasses worship. 1 hour of contemplation surpasses 60 years of worship. Although that was considered a weak and fabricated hadith, this was not mentioned as a weak and fabricated hadith. Of course, also, I noticed that eating 7 Adjoa dates in the morning, protecting all day from both magic and poison, was also not a weak and fabricated hadith. So I thought, well, maybe this is maybe they just overlooked this. But then I went on the net and I found a hadith that said there were 3 versions. One guy, I'll show you here.